Okay, so last week,
Getting any background noise?
no,
Are you getting any background? No, right?
no.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so last week we discussed, the basic thing of Salesforce, why Salesforce, and we have seen the look and feel of Salesforce, how does it look, and some basic things. So today we are going to look at the Sales Cloud, basically which Salesforce provides an application called Sales, and how the sales CRM works. So that we are going to discuss, like campaigns basically comes into marketing cloud. So in detail we will be discussing about the campaigns in some another session completely, but I will give you some heads up on the campaigns. Then we have leads, contacts, account, opportunity, product, price book, port, activity. So these are the part of sales, and we are going to discuss that in depth. And so once we understand this, then we can start, we'll go some more topics. So let's understand what is sales basically. So for any company, they will organize some campaigns, so like marketing people's. So so suppose they have any product, for example, let's take some example, like any product like laptop. So there are a lot of companies, for the laptops. For example, if HP, for example, we can take an example of HP. So suppose HP has some new model and they want to sell that product, and they want to make aware of the customer, uh, that okay, we are launching this new product. So for that, they can do campaigns. Campaigns can be in any form, like through webinars or through trade show, workshop. It can be of any kind of campaigns. So in that campaigns, they can invite their old clients, their old contacts. Okay, and they can send emails to them, and they can invite to their campaigns. So for example, HP, so for example, HP has launched a new laptop model, and they want to campaign about it. They want to show the features, or the price, or whatever, and about the product. If they want to give kind of uh, knowledge to customers, so that their model can be sell more. So for that, they organize campaigns for that. And from the campaigns, the next step comes leads. So leads is nothing but a prospect. Suppose, for example, I had a campaign, and in our campaigns, like for example, around 1,000 people attended the campaigns, and out of 1,000, um, for any campaigns, obviously, like if 1,000 people are attending, they will be not all 1,000 people may not be buying the product. Yeah, there might be chances all the 1,000 may also buy, but may not. uh, in the most cases, when it comes to business, maybe all the thousands member will not be buying the product. So then it comes to the leads. So what is the lead is? So lead is basically those potential customers who are about to buy. For example, out of 1,000, if 500 customers, they have shown their interest that they want to buy the product. So they comes as a potential customers, because they have shown their interest to in that product, and they are going to buy that product. So for those customer, we start creating leads. Okay, and so suppose we can create a lead for those customer, and whenever needed, suppose I have created a lead, and we can attach our lead to that campaigns. So that way we can, at the end of the day, we can analyze, okay, these leads has been generated with that particular campaigns, right? Clear, right, on this? So
Yeah.
okay, so from the lead,
Yeah. Go on mute again so that there is no background noise or something.
okay,
But yes, or otherwise, if I have any question, I'll unmute. Yeah.
sure, okay, thanks. So, and then there comes contacts, accounts. So when leads gets converted, so suppose I have received a potential customer, and now I have to do business with that customer. So suppose the customer wants to buy, for example, 10 laptops. So he becomes a potential customer, and so I want to save that customer into my database, into my CRM, into Salesforce. So when I convert a leads, okay, so when I convert a lead, the leads, when we convert, then we have opportunity to create these three records: contacts, accounts, opportunities. So what is contacts, what is accounts, what is opportunity? um, so maybe I'll just take the account up here. Okay. Okay. So when leads get converted, it gives an opportunity to create accounts, contact, and opportunities. So what account is? Account is nothing but a company name. So for example, um, I'm selling my I'm a company laptop manufacturer, and I'm selling laptops, and I got from some IT company, for example, ABC IT company, and IT company is approaching us through these campaigns or from these leads. Through lead, they are saying, okay, um, we need like 10,000 laptops, and you know, in that case, that company, that ABC company, is going to be uh, you know our accounts. So accounts is nothing but a company name, company details, that calls a account. Now then comes the contacts. Okay, so what is the contact basically? So contacts is something, suppose if I have created an account, and some ABC company wants to buy 10,000 laptop from me. So in the future, if I want to contact, so who will be the contact person? So that we can define in our contact. So because in the whole company we cannot contact everyone or anyone, so we need some key people, maybe from the admin or from the management side of that company. So we can create n number of contacts against this accounts. So for one account I can have um, contacts, three contacts, one contacts, or 10 contacts, or 20 contacts. Okay, so for that against one contact accounts, we can have multiple contacts. So that contacts, we can define their title, their name, their phone number, their email. We can capture all the details there. So whenever, suppose if I need to communicate with that company, with that ABC accounts or ABC company, I can list out the contacts. I can find out, okay, this is the key people. Suppose I need to contact this with this admin to to complete the deal. Then comes the opportunity. Okay, so what is opportunity? Opportunity is something, it it captures the deal. So for example, I had all the conversation through my contacts with the accounts, or with those contacts people, with the key people. I had a contact, and they are saying, okay, now we can I think we should go for the deal, and maybe you have to deliver me 10,000 laptops. So when you can deliver, or what should be the amount, and you know all those data then comes into the opportunities. So in opportunities we can have a multiple stages, like prospecting, or or lead convert, you know whether the deal has been is about to close. And so we will discuss that in detail on the opportunities object. So there you will find like stages. So, and based on the stages, the opportunity will calculate automatically. For example, when you are making it prospective, so if the deal is still in prospecting, then it will calculate as a 10%. And as it keeps on going, you can change the opportunity stages. And based on the opportunity stages, the probability of the opportunities, like what is the probabilities of that opportunities to be to close. So then comes the product price book. So what is this price, and what is the product? So product, in our case, the example that I'm giving, it's a laptop, right? So we can add products to our opportunity, because here is the deal. Opportunity is nothing but a deal. So in that deal, we are doing a products. So we can add that products. Uh, Under that products, we can add new products, and that products we can add to our opportunities. Then here comes one concept called price book. So what is the price book? So for example, if I am a company, if I am a laptop manufacturer, and I'm ABC company and I'm delivering ABC laptop, brand laptop. So I would be selling that laptop to, different company or different people or different customer on a different price, because I will not be having the same price for the retailer. I may not have the same price for wholesaler. So it will be always vary. It could be the same and it could be the difference. But in the most of the cases, when you are buying a laptop in bulk, obviously you get a lot of discounts in a different price. Where when you buy a laptop in a less number of quantity, you get a different price. So that we all maintain inside a price book. Here we maintain the price of this products, so that we can define as a price book. Again, we will be doing this in practically, then that will be more clear. And then comes quotes. So quotes is nothing but it's like negotiation. So suppose uh, um a company ABC is about to buy a laptop from me, and I'm a laptop manufacturer, and they are saying that I need a 10,000 laptop. Okay, what could be the quote? So I'm saying this, okay, for the 10,000 laptop, per laptop I'm selling for 1 lakh, right? So if I'm giving for 10,000 laptop, I'm giving per laptop 1 lakh. So an amount will be calculated, and that quotes we can give to the customer or to the buying company. There are chances on that company can come, the person who is buying the product, they can come say, no, the 1 lakh is too much, I need to negotiate something, so can you negotiate on? So all these stuffs, all these quotation things, we can do in the quotes. Then last but not the least, activity. So this is a very important objects, task and events. So task and events you will find in most of the objects. Like if you go to the account, contacts, opportunity, product, so in the most of the objects you will see this task and events as a related list. So task, what is the task and what is the events? So task is something, suppose I have one opportunities, okay, and I have started my day. So I can list out some tasks what I have to do for the day. So suppose I need to like I have to call that customer, or I have to do some deal or whatever the task as per the business needs, we can define in the task. Then what is events? So events is basically like a meeting. Suppose you want to have a meeting with that particular company who is about to buy the laptop, to discuss something, or to discuss more about the feature or whatever the uh, it could be about anything. So you can define some time. So for example, for events, suppose I want to give them some knowledge about my events, or I want to discuss something, so I can say, okay, let's connect uh, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. today. So that event, it's similar like a sending an outlook meetings, the way we send invite to the customers, okay, join at this time. So the same way it's an events. Okay, so let's go through the practically, and I hope you are clear now, so we can move on the practical stuff.
Yeah, sure, Dinesh. So accounts are nothing but organizations, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah.
So here comes campaigns. So we can create a new campaigns from here. So I'm going to create a new campaign.
So what is the difference between campaign here in Sales Cloud and campaign in Marketing Cloud? Is it the same or is there any difference?
Actually, a campaign comes in a marketing cloud when you divide this, but I'm covering covering right now the basic stuff, because this is also related with sales cloud. So it is the same only.
Uh,
It will be the same object only, same thing.
okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check, because I know it comes and I mean, majority of campaign comes under marketing, but I haven't seen Marketing Cloud, because in developer org, I think it's only sales, service, and a couple of other things, right?
Yes.
Or do I get a marketing also as well in there? Because I haven't seen marketing there.
See, marketing, this campaigns is nothing but a marketing only. So once you type here,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can see here.
I don't know why I can't see marketing.
Okay.
Okay, let me
So
check.
yeah, I will discuss that why you are not able to see that. So
Okay. Yeah.
you have to enable one permission. So we will talk about that in detail,
Okay.
I will give you some heads up right now, but yes, I will teach you how to enable that if in case if you're not able to see this object or campaigns thing. So how to enable
Okay,
this, we will
wonderful.
discuss it. Okay.
Sure, sure. That's where I was, curious because I was not able to see campaigns, and whether in sales your org it was showing under sales, right? So that's where I was curious whether it's the same object. I mean, it's the same tab there and same functionality, or it has any different functionality under sales cloud and marketing cloud. So you are saying it
No,
is same, right?
it will be the same because see, when it comes to sales, everything is internally related because leads
Correct.
come from the campaign, then that from
Yeah.
the lead you generate an opportunity, and from the
Yeah. It's all
opportunity,
interlinked.
yeah, you
Correct. Correct.
sell the product, and after sell the product, you will be having some kind of maintenance, kind of, right, 1 year, 2 year warranty. So after that, service cloud start, like support, giving them support and all that, right? So they are all actually interlinked. If you see the practical way, if you go into the business, and if you see, they are actually, all the departments are linked to each other somewhere, right? So campaigns, I'm just going to create one campaign here. For example, I'm create a campaign, like laptop. mm, can give some name here, for example, HP, and I'm just giving 640 model promotion,
Mhm.
and I'm just keeping this active here, and
Mhm.
I'm selecting here the type, like this campaign was conducted in what, in what type, in what way. So was it a conference, webinar, trade show, public relation partners, or whatever the options you need, you can select from here. As well as we can customize this type, you can add a new field, you can remove some field. That part we will look in coming sessions. Right now I'm just explaining the whole product right now. So how to
Sure.
customize this, like how to add a new field, how to remove a new field, how to, uh, add a new value here. So all that we will cover in coming sessions. Right now let's understand the whole prospect here. Okay, whole
Yeah.
sales cloud. So for example, let me connect here webinar, or something, you as per your convenient, whatever the campaigns of type you can select from here. So email or other or anything you can type. So let it be conference for now, and status here, like whether it's in planned one, in progress, or after planned and in progress, was it aborted. So you can select whatever. So I'm selecting in a plan right now, and I'm saying that this campaign should start from the Monday, and this will be off for like 3 days, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So for 3 days I'm creating this campaign, and you can put your revenue here, expected revenue, budget, or actual cost. So for example, I'm saying out of this campaign there are chances of earning of like, I can say like, um, $1 lakh.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm saying the budget cost that will be spent on these campaigns, I'm saying uh, it may spend like $10,000.
Mhm.
And after after this campaign, once it is closed, during completion we can put the actual cost also in the campaign.
Yeah.
So, and expected response, and whatever the detail you want you can put here as per your, like, and if you want to put a description you can just put here. This is all about HP640 model promotion, and I'm just going to save this. Again, I'm saying this, this is all standard field. We can add a new fields, we can remove some value, we can all those. So we can do that all later in and that is applicable to the all object, whether it is contact, opportunity, uh, accounts, contact, or whatever the objects. We can customize this, like which field I need to see, or even we can customize it such a way, like if I'm a CEO of that company, I can see I can see all the fields, but I want my employee to see few fields only. So that kind of things we can do, and we will be doing that at the later stage, right? So I'm just creating this campaign right now. And okay, so I have created this campaign, and which will start on 8th and will end on 10th. So I have few related objects: campaign hierarchy, attachments, opportunities, campaign member. So here you can see the details, right? So this is the detail of this campaign, like the name of the campaign is this we have given. And here is comes campaign owner. So for every object in Salesforce, every record in Salesforce, when you create, you will see this campaign owner or record owner, basically we can say. So whatever the account or contact or opportunity you will create, whatever the record you are going to create in any object, the account owner will be created. So there are some, standard fields will be created, like created by, who created, when was it created, then when, if you're going to, last modify this, if you're going to modify this record, so you can see the last modified date. And these are the uh, standard fields which will be available for all the objects. So these are the details which I created. And then here comes related. So related means, this campaign would be related to what? Like campaigns will be related, suppose if we have created an opportunity from, and we have we have converted that opportunity from this campaign, so we can see that data here. So again, we will see this all at the later stage, because right now we don't know what is opportunity, we don't know all this. So we will be understanding that later on. So for now, what I'm going to do is, on this campaign, I'm going to add this campaign member. So what is the campaign member is basically, campaign member is who all are going to attend this campaigns, right? So I have created a campaign. On that campaign, I'm going to add members who are going to attend this. So I can add from leads, I can add from the contact, our existing lead or existing contact. So we haven't seen this still. We will discuss what is leads. Already I have given you some heads up, but we will be discussing in detail what is lead and contacts and everything. Then there are other options like manage campaign members, import leads and contacts, send list email. So if you click on this, right, so you will see, like, you can upload your data to in bulk upload. So we will also be seeing this at the later stage, how we can import our data into Salesforce. So right now we are just adding one or two, but if suppose I have 500 or 200 of customers, I don't want to add them one by one. I just want to import data directly, so I can get it. So we will discuss that at the later stage uh, in the migration, when we will cover the migration topics. Then we will discuss how we can we can upload bulk data into Salesforce. So that so right now I'm just going to add contacts. So in my org, I have already few contacts that I have. Last time on the last session, I created this contact, and then I have created one or two more, so that we can do some transaction at least to understand that. So I'm going to add these two contacts. So simply you can click on this plus sign, you can click on the next, and this member status is basically whether you have sent them or they have responded it. So right now I have not sent it, so there are no chance of responded, obviously. So I'm selecting this sent, and I'm submitting this. Okay, so now if you see here, I added these two member, and these two member added over here. Now if I want to make some changes on that, okay, for example, uh, I want to update that. I want to say this, John has responded me, right? So what I can do, simply I can go here and edit it, or I can just click on this and I can click here update status. So this way, actually what we can do, we can select multiple contacts, but if you go here, you have to do one by one, right? So suppose, for example, I want to update, I'm saying this both customer has responded me. So I simply can go here and I can select the status. I can say responded, And if you will see this, the
Yeah.
both member has been updated. So there are chances of having 100 of records. So you don't have to go one by one and update it, because it will be quite headache to update one by one for everyone. So I can simply select from here. I can just and update their status. Now if I want to remove any of this here, I can simply go remove here, select, I can select all, I can remove, or else I can go and delete from here also, right? So or else if I want to manage this campaign members, so manage so again it will take us to that this one. This is basically called import wizard. Okay. uh, there are this is inbuilt one, and as well as we have data loader. So this is used for migration. So we can upload n number of data from here at bulk. So right now I'm not going to teach that, but we will discuss that at the later stage. And here, like again, this one here, we can send list email if you want to send any email to sorry. Okay. So if you want to send these customers some email, so for example, you can write an email like laptop promotion and hello, please attend the webinar on our products, which is on, we can give the date like um, 8 June to and 10th June. Okay. So you can type here and you can just like regards something, you can type here and HP. So right now, if you want to see how this email will look like, you can simply go review here, and you can see your email will be sent as like this, and it will be sent to these two contacts that we added already. So you can send here. You can add here some image also. For example, if I want to so if you want to give any image here, you can simply give the URL and you can add that image, and or else you can browse and upload here. If you want to give any link like contact us for more detail. So here you can just simply go here. You can create all like hp.com slash this hp640. So user can directly go something like that. We can define this is the dummy one. So when you will send this email, so user can see one link, so he can click on this. This is just a dummy one, but they can define some link here, so they can go, so they can check the product details. So this is like word kind of, you can change your font size, you can make it bold, italic, underscore, and all this you can add here. So if you want to send this, so let's click on this send. Okay. So the email, if there is there is an email to this customer, if there is any email to this contacts, the email will be sent to them. So this is a campaign. So let's go to our lead object again here. Okay. So campaign is something which we generate leads. From the campaign we get the leads. So I'm creating a lead from here. So what is the lead? You can, if you are on the sales sales application, in case if you don't see sales, you don't see this tab, this is called app launcher, this one, and you can simply just click sales, right? And you will get the application sales and click on that. So you will see all these tabs, sales related tabs, because sometime you may not see, and you will be landed to this home page. So we have already discussed what is the home page in the last session, but we will do more discussion later on how to customize this, what else field we can bring here, what else report So all the details we will discuss that later on. So right now let's go on leads and create a new lead. Okay, so for example, I have sent to two people about this campaign, and one of them, okay, so I have sent it to whom, so from here you basically can see your active campaigns. This is also called a list view, and when we will learn for the customization stuff, then we will learn about this, how to create a list view, how to add a filters and all. But right now these are the standard list view. So sometime if you are an admin, if you're going for interview, they will ask what is the list view. So this is the list view. You can see your recent viewed active campaigns, all active campaigns. If you want to create your own uh, list views, you can create your own. So just for my own convenience, I'm taking the recent one, recently viewed, that I created right now. So I have created this one. So okay, right now because we are creating a lead, so we can make it like, instead of planned, we can give it to the next stage, in progress, and we can save it, or simply you can complete it also and something, right? So it's all up to you. You can, so I'm just making it in progress right now, and from here I'm creating a new lead. So I had two member here. You see, I had two member. These two people attended this, or we can say these two company have attended this. Sorry, these two people from one company have attended this. So for example, I'm taking John here and I'm creating a new lead, and I'm saying this. I can give some phone number or mobile number here. I'm saying Mr. John, and just thinking Smith. Okay. And I'm saying John was from some ABC software company. And you can define his title. So maybe he was like admin, and the lead source was from where, web, phone, inquiry, or partner. We can define that. It's all up to us. Then what industry you can define. So they are from the software side. So either you can select technology here, and then here is one, and you can just see these fields which is marked with uh, red star. So these are actually mandatory fields, and if you're not going to fill these fields which is marked with red, so it will throw an error if that is mandatory one. So what is the status of this lead, whether it is open, not contacted, if the user has been contacted or not, if the user has been contacted. So I am saying this, okay, user was contacted, and I am making it rating. I'm giving the rating to this deal. This, I'm warm, yes. Cold in the sense you're confused whether the the person, the lead which we have, the prospect we have, whether that be converted or not. So I'm taking I'm quite positive about my lead, so I'm giving this positive. And you can give like number of employees of that company. So maybe I can say like 15,000, because I'm buying 10,000 laptop or something, so obviously they should have more than that. And you can provide this information like address, for example, okay, I'm just giving like Pune, sorry, street. You can give like Jawadi, and I'm saying like Pune, city is Pune, state is Maharashtra, and you can give like something 001, whatever you can give here, and country is like India. So this is address information, and additional information like in what product they are interested. So you can choose from here. Current generator and all the details you can select from here, and you can create their website if needed. So if it's ABC, simply we can just type www.abctech.com something. Okay. You can provide their email, so and all. So you just save this. Okay, I think there was some, but it should be created. Yes. So I got that message because of some internet. Sometime it happens. So this is what the detail I provided. John Smith. I provided this. Then company ABC software company and everything. This detail that I have provided, you can see on the detail. And this look and feel actually called lightning look and feel, which we are saying we are in the lightning look and feel. We are not in the classic. So here you can see the whole details that I have given: admin, web, technology, contact. These are employee that I have given. This is the address I have given. All this detail. But some of the information you can see here also, right? This is the this is a small bar that it is here. Like company name, I can see here also. I can company names here also. Title, I can see admin. I can see here also. So this is called actually a compact layout. Compact layout is something we can add few important fields that I want to see quickly, instead of, suppose if I have 100 of fields in the detail field, I have to just scroll down. I have to see all that, and that is quite painful. So suppose if I want to add some field that that is being used frequently, so that field I can use here, and I can check immediately. So how to customize this layout, how to remove, suppose if I don't want to see this company, I want to see some other like email or fax, how to add here, that and all also we will see. So I have created a lead here, and now the next stage comes is converting. So I am very like I was very positive about my leads. It was on warm rating. Now I want to convert this lead. So here few things you can see, like new case, new notes, submit for approval, clone, check new data, delete, edit, change owner, convert, right? So I will just give you a heads up right now, but later stage we can understand more. Like new case, it's a service cloud right now. So case I'm just leaving for now. New notes. So if you want to create a new note about this, you can simply go here and you click on new, and you will see a object here form. So suppose I want to like note, for example, I can say valuable customer. So I can keep some uh, like some note about this, something kind of remark like need to follow up, or any notes that you want to put about this or something. You can create a note about this. So this is just a remark for your heads up, and those things you can see on the related here, right? So many a time you may not be able to see this related this area, these sections, because we have to add this from the page layout. So right now I can show you, but I will go on the detail at the later stage. So once you click on the setup, okay, if you go here, this setting icon, if you go on setup, so it will take you to the new tab, and you can click on this object manager. And here if you type, we are on the lead object. So if you click on the lead, simply go and type lead. Okay, you will get this lead object, and you can go on the page layout, and you can edit your layout, lead page layout, right? So and here there is a related list, and I have already added this note and attachment. Once you click on this, all the related list will come here. You can just simply drag and drop, like here you can click like this, and that's it. Or you can just, suppose I'm saving this right now. Okay. So we have a detailed session on that, about the page layouts, how to edit page layouts and all. So you can see this service layout, it was not exist right now, but I can see now right now because I have added right just now. Okay, so you will see a lead like this, and you can see activity. So I was talking about this new task, new events, and log call. So we will discuss this at the later stage. Right now I'm going to talk about this log. So log a call is nothing but, so okay, so log is basically, suppose if you have made a call to that lead, Okay, if you have a call, you call the customer, so you can record that here. So for example, if you have a call, you can record that call, or if you have sent an email, so the person who is handling this lead, they can update here. So suppose uh, if this lead was assigned to me, okay, so I have made a call to this customer, this John. So I can simply go and log, uh, name already will come because all we are creating from the lead directly. We can comments like, okay, we contacted John, and you can just like and the discussion was was impressive. And you can just right now we will talk about account, what is account. So you just save this. So this is just a log basically. So you can see your log, like if you have made a call, you can see here a call was lost. So this is way. And if you want to send an email, you can basically come here and you can send email. So this email will, it will pick my email. So I have logged in using my ID. So it will take my my ID from here, and it will also keep me on BCC. So you can simply send an email to to John to John, and you can just define his ID here and you can send it. And task and event we will discuss in the detail, as I said. So but right now I will just give you a heads up. If you're about to do any task, suppose I have to call this customer around 4 to 5, or I have to send this email at this time, you can just have a list of tasks you want to perform for the day. And if you want to have a meeting with the customer, if you want to have some meet, so as I said, this is same as like Outlook meetings. So you can define here like I want to have a meeting with customer. So you can define a time, date, and you can define the time. Then you can define the end, and you can just simply send this. And you want to give location where, you can simply just give it and send it. So same, it is like inviting an email. Fine. So here we have few button like clone. Okay, if I just click on the clone, it will copy all the data, right, from this lead, like title and everything. It will clone. And I think there is some internet issue maybe. So it will just create a copy of this lead. So if you can create a new lead basically. So it saves a lot of effort basically. Like, can you see the name, Smith, company, all the details that we have filled out for this John Smith. You can see all the data here. So maybe here you can change the name, and you can put like uh, Patrick or Mark or anything you can put here, and you can create a new lead with that one. So I'm not cloning right now. And here, if you want to check for the new data, we'll discuss that later on, because uh, it is about like something integration kind, like data services and integration rule. All this this is a different concept, so we can discuss that later on. Here you can see delete, edit. So you can delete this record, you can edit this record. And if you want to change owner, so right now if you see, I'm the owner of this this lead. So here you can see SFDC force. I have created an ID with SFDC force. If you check here, SFDC force is my name. So I'm the owner. If I want to change the owner from this, so either you can directly change from here also. If you click on this, you can you can search. Right now I have created one more user in my account, Techie Force user. So I can just select this, and I can change this, and the owner will be changed. So right now I'm not doing it because I'm going to work on this lead. Or you can simply click on this, it will bring the same window. Then this is the convert. So convert in the sense, my deal is now going forward. I had a campaigns. From the campaigns I created a lead, and from the lead now our deal is going progressing. So once I click on this convert, okay, so before that, okay, Okay, we will discuss that after this. So once we are okay, once I'm going to convert this lead, I'm saying suppose this ABC software company is going to buy 10,000 record laptop from me, and they are making a new progress. So when I convert a lead, so I can create 3 record. This is also an interview question, and maybe when you will go for the certification, they will ask this question. They may ask this question: what happens when we convert a lead, right? So when we convert a lead, uh, we create an account gets created, and contacts get created, and an opportunity get created. But again, we have an option. So for example, when I'm converting this lead, and this ABC software company was already in my account, in my database, so I don't have to create a new account because it will be a duplicate one. So I can choose from the existing one. So in that case, what will happen, this lead will be linked with this existing account if it is exist. In the same way, in the account, you know uh, if this John Smith was already in my database, then then there is no need of creating a new contact, because it will create a duplicate, and creating a duplicate record, it's never good for any company. So, and if opportunity also, if I have already, I want to add with existing opportunity, so I can do that. But right now I do not have this account. I don't have this account. I don't have this contact in my list, and I don't have opportunity. So I'm just going to create this. Once you click on this, you will get this related things. So your account will be created with the name ABC Software Company, right? So this is fine for me. If you want to add here, you can add something here. So with that name, the account will be created. But okay, company, instead of giving company, I can say ABC Private Limited. Okay, and for the contacts, the name is fine, and okay. And for the opportunity also, I'm going to create this ABC Software Company. I can give here a name like HP laptop. Okay, so it is something like, we can say like, okay, we are giving this opportunity and giving HP laptop, and we are delivering to this name. So any name we want, we can give it. It's flexible to us. And record owner, I will be the record owner basically, because I'm creating this. But if you want to assign to somebody else, you can get from here. You can simply just type here, and you can get. So right now I'm just assigning to this myself. So DC force. And then here is converted status. Okay, so whether you know the lead got converted or not. So we can, once we click this lead will be closed. Okay, and it means like we have made a good progress, and we are now going to work on the deal. The lead is closed, and now we are working on the lead or on the opportunity. So I'm just going to click on this convert. Okay, so if you can see here, I'm just closing this other tabs from here. Okay, a account got created, a contact got created, and opportunity got created. So you have to remember this. This is a interview questions, as well as maybe when you go for the certification, they will ask you this, or they may ask you
Okay.
this. So I'm going to my account record, then I'm going to my contact record, then I'm going to my opportunity record. I want to see this. Okay. So this is my account record. You can see this is also loaded. Okay, this is my contact record, and so here we can say
I can
this
see
is,
your opportunity tab.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is my account object, right? So in the account object, if you click on the detail, related is means child objects basically, you can see. So Contact is a child record for account. Account is a master record. So in the related list, you can see we have one contact created right now. This John Smith. This John Smith. So we can see on the related list here. So if I want to see the detail, so if you remember these websites, right? This industry, this we all filled it during our lead creation, right? So those data will be captured here automatically, and we can even map our fields also from lead to field mapping. We can do that. We will learn that at the later stage how we can map our field, so the data can be captured. So these are the by default field mapped by the Salesforce. So right, I just created an account with the name uh, ABC Software Private Limited, but I can see I got industry, I got the website, I got this number of employee, I got this address which we filled in the lead, but we got in the account. So this happens due to field mapping that is done by the Salesforce. So these are the standard field mapping, and this is my ABC Software Private Limited company. It's created here, and here again you can see new task log. So in almost every object you can see this task, events, email stuff here. And there is another called chatter. So chatter is same as like Facebook post. When you post, and you can just you can simply just tag someone, so that post, a notification will go to that person. So it is the same way. So I have a separate session for that, so we will discuss more on that, how we can do. So for example, I have two user, and I just simply type hi, and my user will display here Techie Force. This is the new user that I've created. I can tag him hi, uh, please check this. So once I hit on the share, a notification will go to the Techie Force. And okay, we will discuss this on detail when it will come to the chatter topic. So this is the activity, and here you can create a new task for this account. If you want to create, if you want to send email to this account, you can simply send from here. Okay, some internet issue. Okay, you can create a new event from here. So all this you can click here. Now let's go to the account account, and you can see this a new account got created when I converted a lead. So on the related list you can see opportunity, um, and here you can see on the detail, right, account name you can see, and you can see the mailing address also, it captured from there. Lead source I also given on the lead, so that lead came here. So here few things you have to take care, which is also very important when you go for the certification or go for the interview. So, and
Dinesh, are you there?
yes, one second, I think it got disconnected. I sure missed it.
Yeah, it got disconnected.
Okay, so you can see this opportunity here, and opportunity got created. You can see the detail here. Let me refresh this. Okay, so on this detail page you can see it copies the company name here, and stage is prospecting, and probability is 10%. So this was I was talking about. Okay, it captured the close date and everything. So we can edit all these record from here. So I was talking about this staging, like prospecting. So if you can see, when I selected prospect, like it is just created. When lead got converted, I see a prospecting. If I select this qualification, so qualification still comes on time. We need analysis. So you can see probability got changed to 20%. Like that, if I say like a proposal, or we have quote, so this probability got 75. So this is like, there are, if I select this stage proposal or price point, so we can say like this lead is around 75% probable to convert or to close. So we can select the revenue, expected revenue also, all we can select here. So before we go on all this, let's understand few things here. Like when I talk about account, okay, so account is nothing but
Hey, just one quick thing before we go on the other screen.
okay.
So all these pages and percentage, everything is editable, right? I mean, we can edit those if
Yes.
you want to add or remove probability percent. Let's say for prospecting, if you want to make it
Yes.
15%.
Yes, I have meant.
Yeah.
We will
Okay.
again, we can all customization we can do on all this. So we will discuss that later stage.
Okay.
So,
but in the Salesforce, this is what Salesforce provides you, right?
Exactly. And here, if you can see this from we created on campaign, right?
Campaign, yeah.
So you can select here. You remember when we were discussing about this campaign? So there we saw one opportunity tab, right? I told you, like, I will explain this later on. Okay,
yeah.
let's see that once more here. I'm going to this campaign and this one. I'm talking about this one, right? Can you see this opportunity? This one.
Yes.
Okay. So here you can upload attachments and all. Campaign hierarchy we will discuss at the later stage, but now it is time to discuss opportunity. So okay, so once you are selecting this opportunity here, right? So let's put some revenue on this. I'm thinking like it will come. Okay, leave it. Revenue also we will discuss that at the later stage. Let me save this here. I can see you cannot save, refresh the page again. Okay, there is some issue. Reloading this. So I'm going to the detail here and primary campaign source. I'm just selecting this HP1 and save it. Now you just simply go and refresh this. Okay, so can you see this opportunity data has come here? So at the later stage, if a marketing guy want to understand like how many lead has been completed or something, or how many, so he can do all the analysis from here, right? So that is quite helpful. It will be very helpful for the marketing guy to understand, okay, through this campaign I got this much of revenue, because opportunity is nothing but a deal, right? So he can go to this opportunity and he can understand the whole detail basically. So let's understand the relationship between account, then contact, and opportunity. So let me draw here on this. It's going to be more helpful. So for example, if this is my account, and this is my contact, opportunity. So contact, then opportunity. Okay, so this is very important actually to understand. So when we talk about account, okay, so one account can have multiple contacts. So for example, if I have one, I can have your contact two. I can have contact up to n. I can have contact one. So and same against this one opportunity, I can have, so against this contact I can have n number of contact. And then against this account I can have again n number of opportunities, right? Because like, so because account is nothing but a company, right? So company I don't need to create again company, I can just simply
Yeah.
So this is my company account. So I can have Contact 1, maybe he could be like admin. Contact 2, maybe from the finance. Contact N, maybe someone, manager, to approve, someone like that. So I can have n number of against this account, against this company, I can have n number of data, and then against this company I can have n number of opportunity. For example, right now I'm buying 10,000 laptop, so one opportunity may be for the 10K laptop. Maybe in future again, this account can come and they can say, okay, I need to buy another model of HP laptop or something. Maybe I need another 100 laptop or 1,000 laptop. So I can create another opportunity here, right? So I can create because this may be closed earlier. So suppose I bought this like 3 months back. And now after 3 months I'm buying this, I'm going to buy this again. After 3 months I'm going to buy this. So if I'm buying this 3 months back, so obviously it will be closed till that when I'm buying the new one, right? So this will be created a new opportunity here. So against this, the same account, I can create the same opportunity. I don't need to create account again and again, because company name will be created duplication, and it will be kind of messy data again. So this relationship we have to understand. So contact is nothing but, so this is called a child. We in other word we can say child object. So we are going to use this word in our upcoming sessions a lot. So this is also we can say a child object, and this is a master object, or we can say parent object. Either you can say master object or you can say parent object. Why this is a parent object? Because this will be once, it will be just one, and against this I can create multiple, right? So whenever you go on account object, you can see the contact. Right now if you go on the account object, here you can see the contact, right? Because contact is a child of account, and at the same time I said opportunity is also a child object of parent of this account object. So here you can see opportunity record. So all the data, right, all the data that are the child record, you can see on the parent object. Okay, so in case in future if you are going to create a new object and you are going to make account as a parent object, so in that case also you can see that object here. Okay, so this is much needed to understand. Okay, let's go to this opportunity object, and here we can do some we can understand this more. So as we discussed here also, if you go here, we discussed about the products price book, right? So in the product, let's discuss the product here. So okay, so you can see the product here. You can simply click on this, and we can go to the product object. So our product object was HP 630, right? Yes, HP 630 model. So I can create this new product here. But again, we discussed about the price book also. So as I said, what is the price book? Price book differentiate the price, like for the retailer, for the wholesaler, or someone who is buying in the bulk. So obviously, price will be different for a different entity or different buyer. So for that, I need to create first a price book. Right now, if you see here, I have the standard price book which Salesforce provide, right? So this is a standard Salesforce price book, but I'm going to create a our price book. So you can simply, you can see here, if it is not added here, you can go here on the app launcher and you can click on the price book. Okay, let's go to here, add product. Okay, Okay, I don't see the tab here of product also, so I can simply just type here products. So you can see the product here, and click on this product. You can see all, if so there are standard product which is has been added by the Salesforce. So all that data you can see here. This is just a dummy data. So let me go to the price book, and you can simply type here price. So you can see here price books. So I don't have any price book right now because this is a new org. I haven't created anything. So I'm going to create a new price book. Price book, I'm giving a name like uh, corporate price book. So because what I'm going to do is I'm going to define some amount for corporates. So maybe today, like our a company we have added like ABC, tomorrow XYZ may come, or tomorrow some other IT company may come. So I want to decide a price for that, right? So I can always choose this. This is just a common name I'm giving, corporate price book, and I can description give like for all the corporates who all are buying the laptop. Okay, so and you have to make this active. If you don't make it active, then it will not be available. So you can simply make it active. And I'm saying it is asking it's standard price book. I'm saying no, as I shown you in the beginning, before that Salesforce already provides a standard price book, so I don't want to make it standard. I'm saying this is a custom one. Okay, so let me see if might have created, because sometimes it happens due to the internet issue. Okay, it haven't got created. Let me create it once more. Mm, hold on. Okay, let's save this. Okay, so our price book got created here, right? And against this corporate price book, I need to add the products, because when I'm selling any, when I'm choosing, so whenever I'm, when I will be adding any product to this opportunity. So opportunity is nothing but a deal, and deal is nothing but some product we are selling. So whenever I will be adding, product, so we will be adding the price book first, because price book will define whom we are selling the product, whether corporate or wholesaler or retailer, whom it is. So that we have to take care of that. So right now what I'm doing is, if you go to the related here, let me refresh this, and I'm just going to click on the related, and related one, like you can see one thing, price book entries, right? So here what you can see, if you want to, you can see the history as well here, like what was the history of this product. So right now I just created this price book history, so it is showing on the history here. So against this price book entry, I mean against this price book, I'm going to add my product here, right? So if you can see, this is all the standard product. So since my product is a new product here, so I cannot find out here. So what I'm going to create is, I'm going to create that product here. So I will select the product again here from, I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, so I can copy this from here, name HP. Okay, and I can click from here, new, and you can add your product. So I'm saying HP 640 model this, and again you have to make it active to be available, and you have to give some product code, so that code, because so that it can differentiate. Product code is always unique basically. So I can give like HP and 640, and product family, right now I'm not creating it anything. So you can give description like okay, this is 2020 model, or we can say limited edition laptop. Okay, now I'm just saving this product here. Okay, now if when I have created a new product here, now I'm going to add this product to this corporate price book, because which product I need to sell it, right? So I'm just going to add here. Okay, now I have added my product, but I cannot see my product here. Okay, let me search for this. I cannot see. Let me refresh this. Okay, it is active here. Okay.
I think again we'll have to refresh.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not refreshing maybe.
So this problem is across the orgs, or it's only for developer org, Dinesh? Because I've seen that sometimes you have to refresh it multiple times.
Sometime it happens. It's not actually or things. Yeah, sometimes if there is a server issue, then that is fine. But it could be like network issue from my side, so that could be the reason. So 1 second. Okay, I still after the few refresh I don't see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going directly to the product here, right? So this is my product, and on the related list I can see this price book, because they are interrelated, price and price book, product and price book. So I'm going to add from here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see, okay. So you can see all the price book that you have created over here. You can simply either you can select this, or you can select the standard price book. So let me go to here and select my price book, and I'm saying this per laptop is like right now in my org I can see the currency that has been set is a dollar. It's not inner. So maybe I'll just give like $1,000 for one laptop, and
Mm-hmm.
here we have used standard price. So right now I haven't selected that price book. So let me explain you with that also. We have
Mm-hmm.
we have two standard price books. So first I'm creating like 1200 for one laptop, and this is a standard price book. So let me save this. Okay, now so okay, so this is a standard price book, and okay, this is active. Okay. So now I can add my price book here. So I can see this corporate price book, my which I've created, and
Yeah.
currency it's a USD I'm taking. Okay, now I'm saying, my standard price was 1200, and it's taking here automatically. So what I'm saying, this is my standard price, but for the corporate I'm giving it for the 1000. I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving for 1000.
Okay.
And once you click on this use standard price, it will again set this price 1200. So once you click on this will be disabled,
Okay.
so it will copy the standard. But I'm saying no, boss, this is a corporate price book, so I'm giving on for the 1000. And again it is a active. Just save this here. So you can see I have created this uh, this is a standard price book, and this is a corporate price book I have created. So what I'm going to do this, now I'm going to add our product right from here to this opportunity, because opportunity is nothing but we are selling the product. So I'm just going to create here, add products. But once, okay, let me click here on the products. So before adding a product, you have to, choose a price book. So I'm selecting this as price book, save. And once you add the product, so you can see under that price book, we added this product only, right? So we can see only one product here right now. So if you might have added more product against that, so you might have seen here. Okay. So now here it will ask for the quantity. So as I earlier, it was asking for 10,000 laptop, right? So, and it has taken this, $1,000, which is my corporate price, and I'm just giving some date. Let me give a date that I need to deliver this by 10. And you can give some description, and you can simply save this. Okay. So we have added this product HP 640 model, and the quantity is 10,000 quantity, and each price, sale price is $1,000. And we are about to deliver this on 10. Now let's go to the product again, our opportunity basically, and you can see here listed. Now one thing you will notice, I did not given this amount here, right? When I created opportunity, I did not mention this opportunity, this amount, but you can see this amount is got calculated automatically, and expected revenue got calculated automatically, based on this quantity and based on this sales price. So I had a quantity of 10,000. So 10,000 into 1,000, I got this amount. It's around like 1 million around. So 10 lakhs dollar. So it will calculate automatically our expected revenue from this opportunity, right? So now as it.
Why there is difference, Dinesh, between amount and expected revenue? There is 1 0 difference, right? 10 lakh and
Yes.
1 mil
Yes.
and 10 mil.
Yes. I'm going to discuss that. So why? Yes. So the next stage, the next step, that is what. So my expected revenue is this, right? But amount is this. And so because if you see the probability, right, is 10%.
Okay,
Because
okay, yeah, got it.
my stage is on prospecting only. It is not
So
yeah, it is not yet
10%.
yeah, it is not yet closed. So it cannot consider the whole amount right now because the probability is 10% only.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Okay. So now so in the expected revenue is this, and amount is this. So once I change this, so if I'm going to change this and I'm saying this, the deal got further, and now they are sending for some perception analysis or proposal price quote. So once I click on this, so if you see this, it got 75, and once you save this, you will see expected revenue got changed.
Yeah.
Right? So
Correct.
this is nothing but now it will calculate 75% of the total amount that we are about to get. That is the expected revenue from this day, right? So once this opportunity got closed, and we were able to successful close, on this amount. So here, if you select this one, okay, if you go here and if you select this closed on, right, or if you select this closed lost. So closed lost is like the deal was cancelled, and revenue will got 0 here, right?
Yeah.
If I save this, okay, some field is okay. So you can see expected revenue got 0. Why? Because our this opportunity got closed, lost. So I okay. So you can change as per you. So suppose you are making it a closed one, so it will calculate 100%, and you will see the whole amount here and here. Before this, let's discuss one more thing here, that is called quote. Quote here, right? So what is the quotation? Quotation is nothing but like negotiation kind of stuff. Because if I have given like selling price is $1,000, but there might be different quote from the company who is buying. They may say no, I don't want to buy. This is a bit costly. Maybe you can reduce another $50 per laptop, right? So you can simply check here if you have. Okay, so you can go here and okay. 1 second. Okay, so here you can see enable or disable codes for your organization. This feature allows you user to create a code and generate a PDF of the code, right? So I'm enabling this right now here.
So same applies for marketing as well.
No, marketing, for the marketing you have to change on profile, that I will discuss, right?
Okay.
So I can add this code object to all my. So there are, by default I got 4 page layout. So we will discuss all this page layout, about page layout, and then we will start working on layout session. So for now, just understand we have 4 layout for this opportunity, and I'm adding this code to all of it. So again, what I'm going to do is, here is my opportunity, and I'm going to refresh this. So okay, I don't want to make any changes right now. Okay, so after enabling this, you can see on the related list, right? This is the related list of this opportunity. You can see a quote object, right? So once you click on this, you can click on the new quote. So here I can see opportunity name is by default coming because I have created from the related list here, right? So okay, so whenever you are creating any record from the related list, it will copy the parent name by default. Like here you can see opportunity name came by default here. So I am saying this, let's have discount of $50, and this is my account name. This is my company name, and for this opportunity I'm saying let's have a discount of 50 USD per laptop. And you can give some quote expiration date, when it will expire. So I can give here like 8, and status here I have whether it has to be reviewed, or it has to be approved or rejected or presented, accepted. Because I might be chances I would be giving the laptop, $1,000 would be the least price, right? So I may not give more discount over that, because that is the fixed corporate price I have defined already. So there might be chances, if I'm going to give additional $50 per laptop, I may go on loss. My company may go on loss. So for that, this status we have. So, or maybe if I'm saying like, if user need more discount on that, then that has to go for the approval or something, or it has to be approved or rejected. So I'm saying it should be rejected because this is going to be lost. Or if I'm saying okay, that is okay, they are buying 10,000 laptops, so that is fine, I can approve it here. You can define this taxes and everything. This is all the details. Once you can give it. Then contact name, I have John Smith, and he's the contact person. You can capture all this detail, and all this detail has come automatically, because this detail we have seen, we have submitted on the contact information, right? So that will capture automatically, because we are generating this directly from the opportunity object. Okay, so you can give a description. uh, okay, like you can tell like, okay, HP is fine with the code, right? Simple as that. I can give and I can save here. Okay. So I have created this one code. Let me go back to my opportunity. Okay. Uh, Prasad, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go here and I just open this here, and on the related side, okay, I have this one code. Okay. Yes. So this is the code, and the grand total is this. And I'm saying it has been approved, and I'm making it, accepted. So here you can see the whole price you will get here, right? And if you want to generate this to PDF, you can generate it to PDF, and you can give it to uh, the ABC company, the who's buying the laptop, right? So if I go here and if I say okay, I'm fine with the price where it is. Yeah, here it is a grand total here, and there is an option to sync this one. So once you start sync this record, this code, so this will be synced with our opportunity right now. But just click on here. Okay, I have accepted it,
What
and
happens if I don't select on start sync? It will not reflect there, is it?
yes, the amount will not be synced with the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got
So,
it.
yeah. So, okay, you can click here. So, where is that? There is another field here. Okay. Okay. So this one basically is bill to city, and this is address information. Okay.
Mhm.
And it will be like if suppose if you're buying anything from Amazon, so you can see there are like two options. One is address and one is bill to address, right? So
Yeah.
this is the same thing here. So either you can fill the same data here, or you can simply leave it blank. So I'm going to sync this data here. Or here is another option, like if you want to create a PDF for this code, right? So uh, click on this. I think some internet is very slow. So, okay. Okay. So here you can see all the data from that code, right? Sales price is this, quantity is this, total price is this, discount right now. I have given,
Mhm.
I have not given anything right now. So all this data you can email and send. So once you save an email quota, if you click on this, okay, so you can see this PDF got generated and attached to this email. So from this you can give to anyone. So you can type any email address, and you can simply send this code to that company. So this is how to send this code. And then again, where is, sorry. Okay, then you can create a PDF and you can save on your desktop also. For example, I'm just going to click on this PDF. Okay, and once you click on this save to code, right? uh, okay. Okay, refresh this. Okay, so here you can see note in attachments, right? So here you can download your PDF from here. All the files that you generated into the PDF, you can see in notes and attachment here, right? And all the details related this, right? You can see all here. So if you want to email PDF, you can email PDF, or if you want to delete this, simply you can go and delete here. Okay, sorry, by mistake clicked on this. Okay, and same on for the product details, you can simply go here and you can see the product. Sorry. Okay, and if you want to provide any discount here, you can click on this, and you can do all sort of stuff from here. Okay, so this is all about code. So for example, if I'm giving discount, maybe I can discount um, for $50,000. Okay, I have given this discount by ourselves on the code, so you can simply give here and you can save this. Okay, maybe discount. Okay, sorry, maybe it was 1,000, like 10%. I'm giving like 5% discount. So if you save this here, right? So if you can see, like our quantity was 10,000 quantity, sales price was this was the subtotal, and I have given a discount of 5%, and this is the total amount after the discount, right? So, and once you click on this code once again, okay, click on this. Now what I'm going to this is start sync. Okay, okay, I just start syncing on this. So it says if you continue, you will replace all the opportunity product with the quote line item. All quote is synced opportunity products and quote item are updated automatically. So let's do that. Once you continue this, okay, and if you go to that particular opportunity, so I'm going to the opportunity. Okay, this was our opportunity. Let's go to the detail. Can you see this value?
Yeah.
This is got this all got what is that calculated here. I mean, this is the revenue that is going to be generated from this campaign, and now I'm going to close this opportunity. Sorry, I'm on on the campaign. I can see this is the opportunity value, and now let's go to the opportunity. So once you, okay, if you go to this opportunity, go to the detail, and here you can see this is amount right now calculated after the discount, and now I'm going to close this our opportunity. Instead of closed loss, I'm going to keep it closed on, right?
Yeah.
So once I click this, save. So here you can see we got the expected revenue of this amount, and the amount, total amount was this. So all the details you can find over here, and and see this data, this discount we given on the code, right? Over code given, and we sync that code. So based on that, it calculated the amount, it calculated the expected revenue. So maybe you can ask any question if we have. Okay, and one more thing, we can go for the let's see our campaign that we created. So campaign object. Okay, so here detail, if you go on detail, so you can see all this data automatically got filled because I have created one opportunity against this campaign. So you got this data, and own opportunity against this campaign. You can get this data. You can give, you can get value opportunities on the campaign. This one, own opportunity value, all the data you can get, and right. So all this data you can get it here on the campaign object as well, right? So hope we are quite clear with this.